Hi there. We've got Bullet Surge. So I did a small one earlier, but I was just testing the systems and the volume and stuff, and I hope my speech volume is okay, not too loud. Just going there. Okay, so Bullet Surge, level 99 games, brought out a board game called Bullet, and loads of expansions as well. So Steam are doing their board fest at the moment, where they got some good prices on video games, board games on PC on Steam. So I downloaded a few I didn't have, so I'll be playing some of those over the next few weeks. And first one up, Bullet Surge. So there's two versions. There's Score Attack and there's Boss. So we're going to do Score Attack first, just to show you how it goes, and then we'll give a go on Boss. And you've got characters to choose from, and obviously their difficulty levels are here. So we're going to go for the basic one just to show you. So this character, the Red Dwarf Star, Esfir Volkova, her power is when you're drawing a pattern, it costs 1 action point less with a minimum score of 1. More minimum cost of 1. I'm going to do practice without timer because you can do it with a timer on there, but just to show you, because obviously I want to show you how it works, and having that timer ticking down, I'm going to have to do stuff quicker. I'm no expert on this game. This version does differ slightly to the board game version, but it's fairly similar. So these are the cards that you can get. These are the patterns, and by doing these patterns is how you clear bullets off your grid. So for instance, this one here, the two patterns to the left, the sort of explosion symbols, that's what you destroy, and the ones to the right, they've got to be empty spaces because they are dotted circles, as opposed to these circles where they're full circles. That means you have to have a bullet in those squares to activate. The other one, we've got these ones here, when it's got a colour in a bullet in that circle, that means that specific colour has to be there. And this one here, when you've got those equal signs, those two chips have to have the same number on them to activate. These are your abilities, so it costs 1 action point to move a bullet left, right or down, 2 action points to move a bullet up, 2 action points to move a bullet down any number of spaces, 1 action point to draw a card, but it depends on how many cards you've already got in your hand, because that does go up. But if you remember, her ability here means that she pays 1 less to a minimum of 1, and if you clear a bullet with a star on it, it gets you an extra action point. So top left hand corner we have got our chamber, and those are the bullets that could be fired. And if you look, when I hover over it, if you now look on the main track, which has got the red, blue, green, orange, yellow and purple lines, it's because they call it yellow bullets, but it looks orange on here to me, you'll see shadowy ones. So you'll see the full 3 here, that's already there, but when I do that, you'll see that the green 2 and green 3 appear. That's because they're the bullets in the chamber, so this is what could appear on your shot. When you make a shot, your action points here go up by 1. This here is drawing a card. As you can see, drawing a pattern. Because I've got so many in my hand already, it's going to cost me 3. So don't need to do that at the moment. Down here, these hearts in circles, they are your live. If a bullet ever leaves the bottom of a line, it will take 1 life away. Happens 4 times, you're out of the game. Each bullet has a number on it. So as you see, this is number 3. So what happened when that was fired? It goes 1, 2, 3 and sits there. If there was already a bullet in one of these, it skips over it but doesn't count it. So if for instance the number 4 blue came out next, which it can't do because it's not in the chamber, but I'm just explaining, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4 and actually sit down there. So the more bullets you have in a line, the more chance you have of them going off and hitting. So we'll fire a few bullets in just to get going. And sometimes you want to try see if you can make several patterns which could activate at the same time. So for instance, this one and this one, the 3 here, in theory you could use those 3 there and a line there to do it. So, but at the moment that one fairly close, that one fairly close here, so we just need a few more bullets. But as you can see, my action points are going up all the time. So now this one here, we've got 1 bullet there, 1 bullet there. If we had 1 bullet there, then it would get rid of that one, and that one. So that's a good spot. So if we move this one down, this one down, this one down, at the moment we're getting rid of 2 bullets. So let's see. In theory the blue 3 could appear. No, let's go one more try. So we're going to bring that up and put it there, and then we do this and we clear some bullets. Let's bring them into a line because we're going to look at doing one of these 2 here. So that's good there. So we could, for 2 points, bring that one down and activate this one and get rid of those 3. When it goes up to level 2, after a certain time, it shows you up here, I don't know if you can see top left of the screen, there's 2 red dots above the chamber now. That means when I do that, okay, 2 bullets fire before it reloads the chamber. I think that's what it is. I think there's a different mode when actually you press it once and 2 bullets fire straight away. So now we're getting a bit tricky here. What we're going to do is we're going to press that and get a new score. That means 3 empty will take away 2 over here. So I'm going to move that one to the side. So as you can see, there's 3 bullets in the chamber, so it's either going to be blue 3, green 2 and orange 3, and it shows you where they're going to land as well. That's the other important thing there. So it's quite handy if, well, I'll try and get it in a second, which will happen. Yeah, so now if we do this, okay, there isn't a pink in there, but if there was a pink in there, it would more than likely at the bottom of the pink here show a silhouetted one, which means it's going off and it's going to hit you. So we look at this one here. If we bring this one down, we've got 2, 2. So we can get rid of those 2. So we're going to risk it, and hopefully maybe the 3 comes out. No. We'll bring that one over. Okay. Now I think I'm going to get rid of those 2 anyway. If I bring that one down, I can use this pattern, and because it had a star on it, I got that action point, so it allows me to draw a card. So now this one, you need a red, a clip above it, and then you've got 3 to the side. So it is a case of just keeping an eye on. At the moment we're okay. Now orange is a bit tricky. So we could bring that over, that down, and that over, and we get rid of those 3 there. As I said, this is the equals one. So if we brought the 2 over, at the moment the 2 are there, but as you can see it shows a red explosion. That basically means that it's not gonna take anything out, but we're set up for, there we go, look at that. Bring that down and we can get rid of those 2 there. Bring out a new card. That could be set up down this way somewhere. Sometimes, like now, as you can see, it's coming up with a warning sign, because if you look at the bottom of the orange, then you can see number 4. If the number 4 bullet launches, it's going off the grid and it will do me 1 damage. So easiest way to do that is if I move that to the side, now nothing's going off. What have we got? Again, that 4 is in a risky position. What else is coming? Yeah, so I'm going to move that over and then fire. Telling me to speed up. Yeah, I know. I'm just because I'm showing you that I'm divvying a bit more than I would do. Let's hope that 2 comes out. 2's come out. We're going to risk it. So we'll show what happens if no, the right one came out. So now get rid of that. 2 stars are in there. I'm going to bring that one over, which was lucky because the 4 did come out. Right, so this one you need an orange at the top, so if we do that, bring that over. So at the moment we're getting rid of those 2. If I get 1 more, let's have a look. Nothing's going to kick off, so go there, gets rid of those 3. Get rid of those. Ideally what you'd be doing is clearing the most you can in one go, so but sometimes you just got to I need some cards, don't I? So this one you need a 3, a blank to either side and a blank below, and it takes out that. So we do that, it takes out those 3. Okay, pinks are looking a bit lively now, so we're going to bring them over. We're going to bring him over as well. 4, see if 4 launches, I'll show you what happens. So no, I was lucky. So if we bring that over, but now orange is in a risky position. But I'm going to risk it. As you can see, that's just damaged me now. Oh, that's annoying. Although if I bring that over, no, I can't bring that over. Sometimes you want to set up, but now if I set this up, see, that's actually put me in a very precarious position, because if this green launches, it deals me a damage. So obviously I'm just showing you how to play, taking more risks than I would do normally. So we could probably try setting this up. This is going to doing it very risky. I need that one there. And also sometimes you can sort of place to hopefully that's not what I wanted. Let's see, let's get something interesting. Do. And game over. That's just to show you the basic one. So we'll go back to the main menu and we'll show you the boss, because I think the boss mode is actually, I like playing the boss mode more. So we'll play the same character and we'll play the basic boss mode. Her is, so it's this one here. Transforms bullets into dark notes with no colour, number or star. So what does that mean? That means if we look down here, some different stuff has happened over here. We've got these circles with a number 5 on. Those are the shields. So 5 bullets, different coloured bullets take out the different lots of bullets take out the shield. When you've taken all of them out, you've beaten the boss. Here, if I don't lock that grid in within 6 bullets time, which is the timer of 6, then all pink bullets in my grid will turn to those dark notes that Fusion D minor wants to do. That's not necessarily too bad a thing, turning into, because you've still got a chance to get rid of them. But if you look at the timer here, 9, when 9 bullets are launched, that ability kicks in, which is dark notes, which are the transformed bullets, hit me. So that's the way I'm going to get killed pretty quickly, is if I let those dark notes first of all happen. Sometimes you can't help it, but sometimes you know you've just got to match this 6 and this 9, so you know when those are transformed you've then got 3 turns to get rid of them. So just because they turn doesn't necessarily mean they're going to hit you, but you've got to keep an eye on those 2 timers basically. So unfortunately we've got a pink straight away. Okay, we've now got 2 pinks, but we haven't got another pink could appear. No. So we are probably going to have to I'm on 6, so I am going to launch one more. Yeah, that's sort of what I was hoping for, because I can bring this one up, and then if I bring this one over and this one down, I can do that and it gets rid of every single pink note. So when this activates, it can't change anything and a new one appears. So that's going to kick in 2 firing time, which isn't going to do anything because there's no dark notes on the board, and there can't be for another 7 rounds when I need to do that in, otherwise all red bullets transform. But if you notice, because I got rid of those 3 bullets, they took 3 off the shield, so it's down to 2. As soon as you've done another 2, that shield is locked in as destroyed, which for this encounter doesn't matter, but some encounters they can heal. But also, if you notice, because 2 of them had stars, my action points went up to 4. So I've got to watch reds now. Oof, that's gonna bring that down. This is a bit of a risk because I don't want an orange coming. And I did that the wrong way round, and I've just realised I'm too busy talking and working out that I was supposed to take the red. The red was supposed to be on the other side. So yeah, that was, and now another red has appeared. So I'm going to buy a card to see if that helps me. Okay, I have a plan. As you can see, that ability kicked in, so those 2 reds have now turned to these dark notes. They don't have a colour, they don't have a number, but they can still be destroyed. So if you look, what I've been trying to do is do that. So when I do that, it gets rid of all the dark notes, so when this kicks in, it's not going to do anything. But I've now got the greens to worry about. That's quite, I'm going to move that to one side. Okay, so I have now got a green. Green is on 4, so I'm just going to fire again. Yeah, because I thought, what happens if another green comes in? So I have a plan for the greens. I'm still safe at the moment. Bring that over. So if a green fires, it's going to damage me. So I am going to get rid of that. But I really don't want the green to launch. No, that's good, it didn't launch. And I'm going to go one more. Good. Because now I can see what colour. So orange. So now, because I've got loads of oranges, I've got the choice. And I'll show you what happens when you do it. Where are we? We need to do that. And we need to do that. See, now we've got that pattern. I can press that, but it locks, it freezes those in, so you can't, you can use them in a pattern, but if they're underneath an explosion they won't disappear, but you can use them as part of the requirements of a chip being there. Now I think I need, yeah, so not going well. Not going well at the moment. I could bring that one in there, but then that's going to, yeah. So I've got, as you can see now, appearing above the orange and the green, it says 17%. That's a 17% chance that that bullet is going to fire. But do you know what? I haven't lost the health yet. So I was lucky. These are just about to come back into play, but I'm one, and yeah, the chances are I'm going to lose a life on this shot. I've got two now though, so I can do that, that and that, and I can do that, but my red is still dodgy. Good. So I'm going to bring that down there, and I can launch that. So as you can see on the side, I'm whittling her down. I mean, I'm not playing the most optimal. I'm playing to show you how to play the game. See, blues, see, this is a tricky one now, because those blues in 3 bullets are going to transform. In 4 bullets time, those transformed are going to launch at me. So at the moment I've got nowhere, I haven't got enough blues to stop that. So you have to sometimes make the decision to just take some damage. Not ideal at all. Yeah, although I can do that and actually take one of them out. So blue kicks in, turns into a dark note, and now it's the oranges again that I'm having to worry about. But I've only got to do 6 damage, so ideally, so if I do that, yeah, I need some. Oh no, it hit me anyway, didn't it? So it's the oranges, isn't it? So there and there. I can take out those 2, get me a couple of action points, get me this new one in. Yeah. Three goes in there. Oh no, it's, I need that. So that goes in there. So I need two. So we're going to risk this, because we're going to launch this one and get rid of those three orange. I've got to do 1 damage, so it's definitely get a card. If I move that chip over there and that chip over there, I will do 1 damage. You see what happened? It activated, and straight away, because they were matching numbers, it hit me. Oh, of course it got rid of the orange, didn't it? Right, let's bring this out. Okay, we've got that, that and that. So look, that's going to just knock 1 blue off, but if you look, I only need 1 blue for the shield. Now where it gets more interesting, let's go. We're going to do boss mode again, do the same one again. Is you've got different abilities. So this one, they can have multiple patterns active. The one I'm struggling with, they have 9 bullets, and then they start shoot every turn after that. Every time you launch a bullet, they shoot at you. And it's very difficult, but we're going to show you the Fanged Sun. So as you can see, they've got this one. This one here says when the Fanged Sun's shield breaks, draw 1 more boss pattern. So when you take this shield out, there are going to be 2 patterns active. Another pattern is going to get drawn. So when I take these out, so I've got to manage these. When that activates, all bullets move down 2 spaces. So this is different now. It's not transforming into dark notes. It's moving your bullets down. So you've got to keep your bullets high up if that's going to activate. But again, if you do this, it locks in those bullets. So at the moment, if this activates, that bullet is coming off. But in theory, if I do that, that locks that, and it gets rid of that pattern now. So I'm sort of got a bit of thinking time now, is the plus side to that. Again, I can use them in the pattern, but they won't be destroyed if they're part of the bit that needs to be destroyed. But if you look, this one here, I've got a 1, I've got a 1, and I've got 2 there already. So that's actually quite close to being able to launch now. And if you notice, a new one gets drawn, which is 2 equal. So I've got 7 bullets to worry about that. So at the moment I can bring this down. I'm going to destroy those, but really, you know, you should be keeping an eye on what's happening down here. Okay, green is looking. I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay, we really don't want that to activate. Hoping for. Let's try one more. I want that 1 orange, but yeah, it didn't happen. So instead we're going to bring that up, and we're going to lock those in. we're actually... This is a slight high risk. We're doing. And there's probably plenty of you looking, going, oh my god, he's terrible at this. So what's that? Just 3 in a row. So do you know what? No, not at the moment. If it fires, a 33% chance of a red taking a life. Oh, I haven't. I've got to fire the bullet anyway. Oh, luckily that landed there. So I can do that. Now if I bring that down, I lock all those in place. And I'm going to move that there. There's 2 red bullets coming. Okay. Yeah, that's this is very high risk. I can't believe I need a 1. Now if we look here, that's so actually if we do the top line, that, and if you look here, because these are all the same, I can use that twice. So that was quite lucky. Now we got rid of that big 12, so we're just going down to draw another one. It's a free, we don't really have any frees, but all the time, see, these are ticking. Okay, so we look, that means you've got to have 2 empty spaces in the middle. So if I move that over there, that links in there, but I can also link those in there. That number 3 was nice, but it's not going to take anything out now because they're still there. So I'm going to leave it. These are nearly, so if I do that and do that, I'm getting close. Yeah, I don't really want, so I'm going to have to move that over there. Oh, that wasn't needed. I need 1 bullet here. Chance it's going off. No. Okay, but I do know that I could keep those there. No. So we're going to do that. Oh no, because I've got bloody blooming 2 there. So I made an error there. Which one was in the way? This one. Orange, pink, and anything. I've got no. Okay. Orange, pink, anything. so I could block that. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that to block there, and then I'm going to block those. Yeah, this is not ideal. So what I can block. I haven't been playing the best. That may have just helped me though. Now all I need to do is destroy 3 bullets. So I'm going to ignore that because that's 6 turns away. An orange, so I'm going to move that. I haven't got anything to move over, so I had to hope. So these are all piling up, but if I look here, I've got 2, 3, which is going to take 3 off, and that's a win. So there you go. That's 2 of the 2 of the bosses of Bullet Surge. As you can see, I'm not the best player, but I'll show you some more Bullet Surge another day. I'm going to maybe stream again in a moment with a different game, so I hope you enjoyed, and just keep watching because I'm going to be playing a wide variety of games on here.